Hi, I'm Juha. Who should be the next president of the United States? Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton? Wow. Hard question, but let's see first the qualities of both candidates. Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is authentic, more authentic than Hillary Clinton. Yeah, he talks a lot about a lot of shit. A lot of shit, but a lot of so honest truths that it hurts. Everybody can see that it's pretty much only his own benefit that he's doing this whole thing for. And of course, he's not saying it directly. He has stories about his benevolence to the American people. And it's not totally false that he doesn't have that kind of idea that he wants to make the America great again. But everybody can see that he's really running the interests of his own shareholders. But everybody can also see that there is something fresh and he could make the economy really grow to run it like a business. And of course, when the economy grows, that's usually best for the whole country. But Donald Trump, everybody sees, even though he's talking shit and lies so badly, so transparently, that it feels honest in this political environment. He's not so cunning in a way. That's how it appears. He can be even more cunning than all the others together if this kind of way of talking and presenting things is very much calculated. But it seems that he just lets anything that comes out of his mouth to just come out of his mouth. Like in the first debate that he had with Hillary Clinton, he was so bad, and he was admitting that he had been traveling around the different states and cities, that he wasn't prepared for the debate. And I think that's very fresh, and that's very calling. That feels very genuine for people. And that's one reason, among many others, why he is popular. More popular than the other Republican candidates. He's authentic, in a way. And also this type of scandals that he's in, like the racistic ideas and opinions that he has, and about women, that he grabs their asses and everything. There's something so hypocritical about the huge judgment that he's getting. Because these are underlying thoughts. Even, I don't know, because I should of course talk about myself only, because I can sort of, as a man, I can sense what he's saying in both things about the women. It's sort of like a fantasy. If I would be a pop star or something, the fantasy about not having any limits how I can behave around women. And also about the racistic thing, racial things. There's something appealing. Because at the same time, I'm very much against racism. I think there shouldn't. It's a crazy invention of people to even have those kind of divided structures in the world, to have different nations to make judgments based on skin color or make restrictions, something like that. And also women, I have so much respect for women, that they have so much more intuition and wisdom and the courage that they really have. It's so much more than the men. I have so big respect. But at the same time, I have the same kind of aspect of fantasy that Donald Trump is frameworking. I don't know if you get it, but I can understand totally both sides. And I think it's more honest to take up, even though it's not his own choice, but he hasn't tried to cover it, cover his manners and everything. So it's very appealing to me to really, because I have never seen any other politician in a civilized democratic country to really talk such direct, nasty, violent opinions. And there's something really real in that. And I think in that sense, about his talk about nuclear stuff and everything like that, I think in that sense he is authentic and genuine, and I think it would be refreshing to see him as a president. Hillary Clinton, compared to Donald Trump, I think she appears to me more cunning, that she tries much more to hide herself, what she really is all about. And she appears to me hypocritical. But at the same time, I have so huge admiration to the fact that she is a woman running for the President of the United States, and also how well she is doing. how much courage she has, how much ability to be totally equal in the debates, and not only equal, to really beat Donald Trump down in the debates, and has such sharp intelligence, and you can really see how she has been coached to answer every question and to bring some certain points in a good situation that it looks like she hasn't thought about it before, but they come in the situation like she's just inventing the stuff that she's answering. But you can see that there has been really big coaching behind. And she's doing excellent work. Of course, the background crew and everything, they are such big professionals that there is a big thank for them too. But as a character, she's very credible. Credible woman in today's world, in the country that's the most powerful in the world. That would be very great continuum to the presidency of Barack Obama. I have doubts, I have big doubts that things would get better in the world having Hillary Clinton, or not better, but different, like very much different in the world when Hillary Clinton will be the president. I have doubts. But I think if Donald Trump would be the president, there would be much bigger change. I could be wrong. There has been a sign about Donald Trump, especially in this final debate period, that he has had to give up to the political power structure's demands of what he is saying, that he can't be himself anymore. And that really shows in his authenticity. It's coming down. So Hillary Clinton definitely is much more professional politician, much more credible, but I doubt that she would really change the world as much as Donald Trump would have had the chance. And I think the world would need a big change to some direction. This might be an opinion that it's very hard for you to comply, to agree. But I think we need a big change somehow, chaos even, to bring our consciousness to the next level. And I think Donald Trump would be a better person maybe, or more chaotic person. And there is appeal for his authenticity. But Hillary Clinton would not be a bad choice either. Because just the fact that she is intelligent, very, how should I say it? Strong female, that would be a very powerful message as itself. Like Barack Obama was as the first black president. So Hillary Clinton would be very, very good choice also. I think both of them are actually pretty good presidential candidates for the US. But there is something big. I mean, the discussion, the debates, and the subjects, I don't go into them because, to be honest, they are just the crap. The same political sides, what Democrats and Republicans have had, the same opinions about the tax structure, everything. They are no-brainers. Neither of them are bringing really anything new to the field. Maybe Donald Trump has had really something totally crazy, and that's, I think, much more refreshing. But what I've been disappointed with is that Donald Trump hasn't been standing up for what he has said before. So he's just switching it all the time. But that's not bad quality either, because he's doing it so transparently that everybody can track it so easily, that this kind of transparent dickhead is his dickheadism is appealing to me. It's a circus. It's when you think it as a, I don't know, when you really look what kind of candidates they are, what the level of their discussion and debates are, that they are just pouring dirt on each other and talking about sexual behaviors like two children. It brings the question into the mind that what the fuck is going on here? These are really the candidates for the most powerful position in the world. And the level of, I mean, it's absurd. It's surreal that these kind of people with these kind of opinions stand there and are discussing and debating, and people are watching big numbers from TV, and they should be the forebills, the examples for the whole country, for the whole world, that this is what a leader should be like. And that is way out of my understanding, but it's just fun actually to see. It's fun to see the absurdity, because it's the picture of the whole world. It's absurd. At the same time, it's very beautiful. I love to see the expressions of the candidates talking about their reasoning, how they remember to think about the voters, who are they trying to attract, and what they should say to attract them. And everybody knows the game. If you want to be in power, you have to remember the voter. You have to remember who is funding your campaign and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful game, but it's really absurd that we are all buying into that drama. Just like, looking at, making some kind of opinion. This video is also opinion, that I'm identifying myself with that kind of drama. And I'm pouring gas to the engine that's running this world, running this current power structure. The more I mention Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, the more they get the more the institution that they represent gets power. Even though I would be criticizing them, even though I would be saying they're total shitheads and dumb asses, I'm giving more power to them by having this kind of opinions. So, who should be the president? Mr. Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton? Both are crazy clowns, and neither should be if we really would live in some kind of reasonable and sensible world. But the fact is they are there as candidates, and that's beautiful. That's perfect. That's just the way it should be. They are their candidates. The absurd fellows. Both are good. No matter which one of them will be selected, it's much better pair of candidates than there has ever been, I think. For the reasons I told before. A crazy guy who I think, even though he talks so much shit and falses and has so crazy opinions, he's in a way very authentic. And I think he would have very good impact. Big impact for the world. In good or bad. But he would change something. Hillary Clinton, I think she will change something too. Very much. But I think still nothing really is going to change that much. It's a very good sort of message to the world, but I think it's not powerful enough. There are women presidents in the world already. So, she's not a bad choice, but in the end, even though I'm a peace-loving hippie, and I have my heart full of love, and actually for that reason, I would say Mr. Donald Trump would be much better for the human consciousness. Much better president. I love you. Namaste.